Well, I think my entire spleen is broken. Just let the world know that they had to jump me. I'm the realest beast man alive. They didn't give me a fair fight. They had to jump me.
Kamina always told me to believe in the me who believes in me. Fighting is what I do best. Watch me hit this clip.
Gets blasted and gets sent flying across the city, and he almost crushes these people.
Do not fall for the Kobe pump fake, Simone. If you destroy her, she will explode, and then you won't be able to take over the moon at all.
What's wrong, Spiral Race? Is this too much of an ass whooping for y'all? Show me more! This is the future that awaits you. Absolute despair.
Last time on Gurren Lagann, Simone, just a regular kid, ended up having to put the world on his back with his bro Kamina. After meeting new friends and even new foes like Viral, they continued their journey until Kamina met his end. But even then, Simone met a new partner, one who inspired him to be great again. And after they had their fight with the Spiral King, he gave them one warning.
But hear my words when I say this. Simone, a threat way stronger than me will come on this planet, and the moon will become Hell's messenger, and you all will be nothing.
What new threats await our team? Was the Spiral King just lying, or did the warning have actual meaning to it? If so, what could be so deadly, so devastating, that the Spiral King himself told him that they are doomed?
Yes, I know you guys see this gigantic city. The humans have overcome the Spiral King and moved from the dirt to the surface. And they have evolved at light speed, flying cars, and hideways. Although humans still can't figure out how to not have so much traffic. And of course, them having a statue of the one and only Kamina, who basically started this entire motion. And the old man, who we learn is actually created by the Spiral King to protect Nia. He's one of the Beastmen. And just in case you missed part 1 and don't know what a Beastman is, they are just creatures created by the Spiral King, whose name was lordgenome. And most of them kept humans in chains and deep underground. I told you guys, he wasn't human. So Rossui, the second in command over the city, and Simone, the leader of the city, have all been at peace for about 7 years now. And Rossui is paranoid about the last words from lordgenome, basically saying another threat will be coming their way. Also, he starts reading off the complaints of all the citizens.
Look what someone said on Gurren Twitter, Simone. Who keeps parking their Gundam in the handicap spot? Someone keeps stealing my cape. I want to be just like Kamina.
What's wrong with that one?
They then finished with, I can't wait to run around butt naked again, just like he used to.
Wow. That's really out of context.
The city's too much at peace, and I'm just LARPing about absolutely nothing. Might as well call themselves free.
And as they are talking to each other, Nia comes in also with some food, and even after 7 years later, he is still terrified of her cooking. And just after a short 7 years, they have already figured out how to go to space, which is led by Lagann himself. Kitten is also here too, along with the other original members besides Yoko. She was missing doing side quests, but over the years, they have deciphered most of what lordgenome's wordings was. The 1 million 8 line means 1 million humans total on Earth, which Rossui was in charge of keeping account of every single human, which is why Simone and the entire team decided to go and check the moon out to see if something was actually up there, which leads me to back when Rossio's father kept his village in check, making sure that the limit never surpassed 50 people. Oh, and check this out, you guys. Simone actually asked Nia if she would marry him. Let me show you guys how this went. You think the cameras are on us?
The camera is always on us, Simone.
Nah, facts. Let's look away from the camera and Farmara. Will you marry me, Nia?
No. That's okay.
Like, what do you mean, no, Nia? He just had the same fate as Maida, the same fate as Ami, the same fate as you, the same fate as... No, not me. Definitely not me. Sorry, guys. So she hits him back saying...
Yeah, boo. I'm just calling back because I might have been tripping earlier. You know how I get before I have my coffee. Silly me.
Basically accepting his marriage proposal, which brings us to Yoko and how she left 7 years ago. And she just hops on the bike and takes off. Once back in the present, Rossui is telling Simone that there is an attack happening. Of course, it is by none other than the one and only Viral. Yeah, this guy is still kicking around even after 7 years. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe he is on the level of Kabuto. And of course, Simone wants to go out there and help fight. But since he's the new supreme commander, he's not supposed to be fighting anymore. Which leads to them getting into a heated argument. And I'm telling you guys, this man in part 2 was pissing me off to the 9th degree.
None of that is happening, Simone. You are no longer a dang hoodlum that goes out and bashes things like Bam Bam anymore.
I love Bam Bam. I love fighting. Let me go and help out our crew. I'm the only one who can stand up to Viral.
No, that's over and done with. You're our commander, not our lead warrior. Retire that jersey.
And back on the battlefield, Viral is under heavy fire and basically giving these guys work. Like this dude right here, yeah, he's dead.
Bring me Simone for our rematch, you peasants!
Viral was whooping on them until two new characters that we're going to be introducing. One is Gimme, and then the other, I'm pretty sure, is his sister Derry. And this just shows how much they have grown because they got even more people into Gurren Lagann crew. So they all start attacking each other. Derry letting shots off, magged up, and as Viral uses his shield to block it.
Oh, so that's how it is. These guys are going to jump me. What happened to Shame?
And they was just lighting him up, just emptying out the entire mag on him as they took out his whole mech. And look at this man. Bro hitting a Peter Griffin pose. Oh, Viral, man. You used to be the man. What happened to you? Like, this fall off has got to be studied. The Spiral King went away and you are just known for nothing but L's right now.
No, I think my entire spleen is broken. Just let the world know that they had to jump me. I'm the realest beast man alive. They didn't give me a fair fight. They had to jump me.
And they end up capturing Viral and surrounding him. Dang, Viral, look how the mighty have fallen, bro. It's been 7 years and there are barely even any beastmen left. Why are you even fighting us?
Rich, coming from a dictator like you.
Viral then goes on to explain that he was fighting them because he was protecting the people. I'm like, what do you mean protecting the people? Of course, I'm thinking he's lying or something, but he actually was trying to protect the people because not everyone wants to go above the surface. But with the threat from, you know, lordgenome, Rooster was forcing people to come out from underground so he could keep a track of the population. Which, you know, does make sense and everything, but once you start forcing people to do things against their will, that's when it gets a little bit finicky.
I'm here to tell you, Viral, we do not care. Acts against the government will be punished. Send them to the prisons.
And once again, Simon has to confront him and ask him why he never told him about this. And of course, he gives him an excuse about lordgenome's threat. And basically, he just starts gaslighting Simon and saying that he shouldn't fall for the bait that Viral is trying to do. He tried to put them against each other. So Simon had to ask him if he found the 1 millionth person, what is he going to do with them? Exile them or something? Which basically is what his father did back at the village when they were younger. Which leads us to the bio lab that Rooster runs, and I can already tell that this is going to be a split team because they follow him and everybody else follows Simo. Even with this dude right here saying this.
The citizens, they've all grown weak and complacent. You are the only thing keeping the government running, sir.
Like, bro, who even are you? This is your first episode in screen time. You need to relax, good buddy. Then nighttime falls upon us, and this is when everything goes down south. Absolutely nothing from this point on is about to go right. Simon and Buddha are chilling together, looking up at the moon, when a brand new baby is finally born. And right on cue, the sky opens up looking like a Bleach character coming through, and alien-type mechs come out. And let's quickly count how many humans we see this scene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a second. Are those two even humans? Are these like mutant beastmen or something? What is going on? 46 people in this one frame. Why does this taxi have wheels and eyes? 15 people in this frame, 6 people in this frame, and instantly this thing charges up and wipes out the entire block with just one move. Oh, and it just starts getting worse. Simon sees this from miles away, and you know what happens to Nia? She looks up at the moon, and then all these red marks start going on her. She be looking like one of the beasts off of Remnant 2. If you know, you know. And then she just completely disappears. So now a whole entire city is on alert and getting into battle mode, and they don't even know where this threat came from. It legit just came out of the blue.
Multiple casualties, sir. In under just a few seconds. We don't even know what hit us.
So they immediately dispatch a squad to go and fight this new threat. And just like how they defeated Viral, they try to surround this thing and mag dump it. But it puts up a force field and absorbs all the bullets. I don't even need to see their faces to know how they're looking inside of these mechs. And this is when you've got to learn. Sometimes you just have to run and retreat and get more people to jump somebody. So Gimme tries to use a physical attack, and that also is no good. He even gets blasted away as it turns right towards him ducking, and then the dude right behind him gets blown up. So they obviously didn't learn their lesson from the dude before them getting decapitated. And the other people just kept blasting just for it to ricochet back and take out the entire squad out just like that. Like, excuse me, guys, what did y'all think was going to happen? This was actually well deserved. Y'all don't get to go home for this stupidity. And as this is going on, the old team Gurren and the new team Gurren are having a whole argument about which mechs are better. The new generation doesn't like the old mechs because they don't fit the modern era. The old generation is saying that if they went out and fought it, it would already be dead. And I'm not going to lie, I ain't never liked these two people right here, not one time. I mean, I barely even like Rossio. But hold up, pause for just 1 second. I got to put the music up because why is he standing away from the camera like that? Anyway, so now it was just Gimme and Derry doing a 1v2 against this thing. And Derry ends up getting into his blind side, but this thing instantly turns around in 1 second, almost taking her off the map. But Simon pulls up just in time and everyone is shocked. And then his whole facial expression changes to Saudi. What type of hating is this? Are y'all not on the same team? Is it really that bad that he's out here fighting? Like, I get it, he's commander, he's the big dog, he shouldn't be out there. He should just be commanding. But she would have been gone if it wasn't for him. Like, bro, put your ego to the side. This girl right here is nowhere near bad enough for you to be acting like this. Relax.
Simon, how many times are we gonna have to go through this? Let the others fight for you. You're the supreme commander.
Kamina always told me to believe in the me who believes in me. Fighting is what I do best. Watch me hit this clip.
So now it's Simon versus this new entity, and it ends up blasting him, and he uses his drill to parry it. And it starts charging him as he sends the attack back and blows the thing up into cubes. And as soon as those cubes touch contact with the city, everything started blowing up. And Rossio took this as a chance to start talking straight trash. Like, bro, come come on, what is he supposed to do? Just let it destroy the city? Like, have you met the Avengers? The entire city gets destroyed, but they save the day. Yeah, maybe your car got exploded. Yeah, maybe your house got exploded. Maybe you don't have insurance at all. But that's not our problem. Are you dead? Yes or no? And to make matters even worse, yes, things do get worse. Nia, or wherever the heck she is right now, is flying in the air, standing right in front of the room, talking to the whole nation.
Humans, this is an AI broadcast. We, the anti-spiral race, have determined that you humans are a threat, achieving spiral power danger that must be stopped. Thus, we will commence the humanity extermination system.
I should have known something was wrong, man. Like, now Simone is walking around with Spider-Man lore. If that's proposing to a girl and she literally turns into an AI robot, yo, Frisk was right. We should have been looking out for the sleeper agents. So of course, all hell is breaking loose in the city, and they are spam calling the council. Listen, we don't know what that thing was just yet, but trust in us. What do you mean we got aliens before GTA 6? And while everyone is crashing out and taking calls, Rossio is, yo, Rossio, my guy, what the heck are you up to right now? I don't like this look on your face. And why is your back turned towards us? I know you hear me speaking to you.
I'm the only one that can save this godforsaken planet, Simone. The old crew, none of them know true sacrifice, true pain. I'll do whatever it takes to protect them, our legacy. And then after this, I'm gonna go get a burger from Culver's.
Boss, the biocomputer is not ready and set to go.
Very well. Then leave me here for a second. No one comes in or out.
And this entire time, right under Simone's nose, this man had revived lordgenome. So Simone went looking for Nia, and she is nowhere to be found. Not even the old man knows where she is. And as she is soaking, Derry and Gimme end up pulling up on him and telling him that all mechas, even his, are required to return back to the base. But his boo thing is missing, so he planned on looking for her. But Derry does bring up a good point, saying that if people see him riding Gurren Lagann, then they will get scared and think another big battle is coming. So he only heads out on Gurren to search throughout the city for her. But he looked around with no luck and couldn't find her. And then she just randomly materialized next to him. Nah, Nia, I did not know you had this in your bag. The pop-in technique on an A-class level? Nah, editor pre, roll the clip.
The pop-in frame technique, a mid-class level art, where a person is not in the frame for 1 second and then appears from what seems like thin air. This is commonly used as classical intros and appearances.
So although Nia was talking to Simone, she was basically still acting like an AI robot and teleported everywhere. Meanwhile, while Rossio was speaking to lordgenome, who was explaining the existence of the anti-spiral.
Although you guys reduced me to a dang head, I guess I'll tell you about the anti-spiral. Long ago, I fought against them to protect this world as a spiral warrior. Every single one of my henchmen that you guys put on the Instagram RIP list were originally weapons to fight against the anti-spiral.
But Rossio asked him, then why send all the humans underground and close to extinction? And he explains that he actually lost the battle and all the spiral races had to flee to their own homeworlds. So this anti-spiral entity is on a completely different level. He goes on to explain that after they conquered the galaxy, yes, literally not just Earth, the entire galaxy, they installed annihilation protocols just in case spiral life forms started getting out of hand too much. Isn't that a crazy plot twist that he's actually kind of a good guy? Yes, he took the route of the extreme, that if you really think about it, he dare serious was trying to protect the human race. Then Rossio asked him why didn't he tell them about this and why he forced them all underground in that way. And lordgenome explained, saying,
time after time, decade after decade, humans are just driven to the spiral instinct, striving for the heavens, all reforming, throwing capes around. Honestly, it was so tiring. And then I lost my fight with your one and only Simone.
7 short years. Look how much you humans have advanced in 7 measly years. The potential of spiral life forms are unlimited and dangerous. You humans have the power to even rival our own. So to prevent that, we will boom you guys over and over, decade after decade, until we erase you guys from existence.
Snap out of this nonsense, Nia. We can fight this anti-spiral and win. We beat lordgenome, and we can beat whatever comes next.
Are you out of your mind, human? I am only a messenger. Time is already up. The plan is set in motion.
And with that, we learned that in 3 weeks' time, the entire moon would crash into Earth. And then right on cue, 2 more anti-spiral mechas come into the solar system. So Kitty and the crew had to come and get Rossio and inform him of what was going on, even turn on what was on the TV. And they also see Nia is telling this to the entire city. Literally every single person in the city was watching the TV broadcast. So now all hell is about to break loose. Like, just imagine waking up on a random Thursday, turning on the TV, about to turn on some cartoons, and then you just see your girl floating in the air talking about some, yeah, the moon is about to crash into the planet. Good luck. And Nia just transforms her drip right on the scene and fully becomes the anti-spiral's messenger. Opens up a portal, sends more anti-spirals through, and then disappears into another dimension. So now it was looking like an all-out war, and this man Simone and goes and tries to use one of his drills, gets blasted, and gets sent flying across the city, and he almost crushes these people. Yo, bro, what is going on with this dude right here? There is no reason you should be in this position, fam.
You almost killed my wife, you goofy.
I swear, if I died to these aliens before playing GTA 6, I will hunt you forever in the afterlife. wife. But this doesn't concern Simon at all, as he keeps fighting it, exploding another one of the anti-spirals, instructing everybody to shoot down the cubes before it hit the city. And then another problem, everyone thought Simon ruined the city, and they are now against the console, specifically Simon.
People, please calm down. Everything is gonna be alright. Trust in the count.
Before somebody hits Rossio dead in the head with a rock, and I know every single word thought was going through this man's mind, and he ends up making them retreat back into the building. And I tell you guys, I'm not lying when I say things just keep getting worse and worse. So as Simon is doing his R farming on top of the roof, Rossio comes in with soldiers and legitimately places him under arrest. So they start rioting and burning down the city, even taking down the statue of Kamina. Hey man, I know they lying. They even got my boy Buddha locked up. Let me in this anime, man. Let me at him. Put me in MSKT on this, and we will have this anti-spiral dealt with in 10 minutes flat. From saving the world to locking me up. This might be worse than the day you messed up that 2-man date I set you up on.
Gosh dang it, Simon, I told you not to bring that up. How is I supposed to know that they didn't want to hear about the Pythagorean theorem?
Who wants to learn about that crap? So Simon gets locked up and has to wait for his trial. But peep this audio right here. Listen to what this man says to him.
Are you trying to tell me that it's a good thing that my bro died? Based on the outcome? Then yes, I am.
I want to come through this screen and absolutely 360 flip this man on top of his neck. And not only just that, he even snatches his chain. A Simon trial comes and Rossio sentences him to death. And then out of nowhere, Nia once again pops up like she can't keep getting away with this, man.
I just wanted to come and tell you that for the next 2 weeks, you will only know despair. Give up already.
But you guys see what I see still, right? Simon also saw it too. For some reason, she still had the proposal ring on. I can just see somebody in the comment section right now. Bro, it's not a proposal ring. It's a promise ring, blah, 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 blah. We do not care, bro. Just chill, twin. And in a city called Litter, a way bigger anti-spiral mecha comes in and legit one-taps the entire place. And I don't know if these are the mechas or alien stuff. I'm editing this script as we speak. Bear with me a little longer. I start calling them by the right thing. But this is just crazy. So Simon tells him to let him go fight, even if he has to strap a bomb to Gurren, which he agreed to. But at the same time, this girl right here, and I'm not even going to say her name because everybody that followed under Rossio was just the opposition and literally annoyed me so heavily. And she actually volunteered to do this, all because Rossio didn't want Simon going out in a blaze of glory. Yo, like the levels of hating that happened here, I would never forgive him. Simon was way better than me. It would have been a lifetime of beef between us. Now, all is not lost just yet. Lordgenome actually had a backup plan just in case things went the worst of the worst, like what's happening right now. And they had an evacuation plan to get on the spaceship and head off of Earth. And this thing is fully human operational. It just needs spiral energy. And with that speech, Rossio gains the favor of the entire city.
I can cry right now. They love me. I might be the greatest to ever do it.
So Simon and another girl are basically fighting in the deserted land, blasting away until these things show just how much faster they are, as they all start going hyperspeed. Then they focus on the big one, charging it, but Nia pops up, distracting him before they immediately get surrounded as he unleashes all his drills, but they get exploded to smithereens, creating a mushroom cloud. But of course they are okay, just barely, because Simon is just that guy. But right on time, Gimme and his squad come in with new tech created from Leron as it obliterates it while containing the explosion. And at the end of the day, Rossio tells Simon that his mech will be scrapped and that they will no longer be needing his services ever again, before sending him off to prison. A kid in it's pissed off. He even tries to attack him. Also, this girl is his sister, and she ends up slapping her own brother for him because obviously she's in love with this dude, and they end up walking off. The feeling, the emotions, the rage I had on this episode, I don't even really know how to put it into words correctly.
Well, 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 look what dropped into my lap. How does it feel to finally be on even grounds with me, Simon the Cape Wearer?
Yep, Vyro and Simon are literally the same as like Joso. Can this get any worse? Like, we have to be at the peak of bad, right, guys? Why are y'all silent?
So here's the jail rules, buddy. I get most of the shower time, and the soap belongs to me in 90 to 10 split. Hey, Simone, are you even listening to me?
The moon took my girl.
Yeah, so frickin' what? And I lost my one and only dad from a dang kid blowing a hole into him.
According to the council, in about 6 more days, about 98% of the population will not be evacuated, not including the people who are taking refuge underground. This won't come back to bite them at all, will it? Back in the prison, some chicken guy attacks Simon out of the blue. Hey man, what's your problem? Vyro said this is my shower time.
Do you remember me, human boy?
No, not really, man.
Insanity. That's what it is. You humans think you can just throw us to the pits, throw some barbecue sauce or hot sauce on us, and eat my people? Do I look like some chicken man to you? You took everything from me. my wings, my wife, my girl.
Wait, pause. How do you have a wife and a girlfriend? Man, I don't think that's how it works here. And was that an Avengers reference?
Can you let me finish? Anyway, that's not important. What is important is that humans have been disrespecting chickens for centuries. You ever hear a chicken scream? Exactly, because we don't. That's right, we just stand there menacingly. And you know what really pisses me off? Eggs. Why are you eating our children before they even get a chance? Actually, that's kind of different, but that's not the point. And don't get me started on those chicken sandwiches. Who thought that was a good idea? Hey guys, what if we took chicken and put it between two pieces of bread? That's a threat to us. And dear Lord, don't get me started on chicken nuggets. What part of that is the chicken? I've been a chicken man all my life and never seen one. And for that human boy, you would get boomed. Oh, also for booming my general 7 years ago.
He throws a quick 3 strikes as Simo dodges before getting low swipe, falling into the lockers. The chicken man goes in for the finishing blow until Viral puts his whole foot in his face.
Did I hear him telling you that I told him this was his scrubby time? A man who doesn't respect that time needs to be eradicated! Or are you trying to oppose me?
He does a 460 twirl and slams this man right into the wall, creating a silhouette of this man. So Viral just starts rage baiting him, even bringing up Kamina, and Simo ends up attacking him but misses. Then Chicken Man tries to come back and just gets thrown out of the way again. But hold up, let's rewind for a second. Yo, Gurren, you are not slick. I have not seen a single black person, but all of a sudden prison is full of nothing but black people. Anyways, before things can get too serious, the guards come in and break up the fight. Now, Leron has run simulations and Kenan has shown what would happen to Earth. Rosso thought he could take a certain amount of citizens in space and then the rest would be able to go underground. Why they thought this would work, I don't know. But Leron shows us that the entire Earth would be wiped out, including underground, and they would have to live life in space for an entire year. Which means once again, just like his father, Rossio is ready to sacrifice thousands of lives. Then another attack for the Mugans come. That reminds me of the actual Mugen game. If you know Ba, you know Ba. But once again, they start tearing down the city, creating chaos, and this attack is because they sense the ship's presence, called the Ark Gurren. That lordgenome had just powered up.
I'm going to pretend like I'm not mad that you guys are probing in my memories and turned me into just a head. But this is a spiral battleship. Use it like one.
And as everyone is evacuating into the ship, Kid decides to be a hero and create a distraction for the Mugan. But as he is about to get disintegrated, one of the old Team Gurren members comes in and saves him, along with having his old gunman. And while Rossio is trying to run away and leave people behind, Kid goes and gets Simone chained back and tells them to leave, and the old team will stay behind and fight for the planet. See, this is real right here. Rossio, I want you gone. I want you tossed into the deepest pits. Back at the jail, Nia once again pulled up on Simo and told him to have despair and pain once again.
Nobody on this planet will survive human. Look at this. Everyone will be wiped out. It's the same thing we did to those nasty things you guys call dinosaurs.
And then a sniper bullet passes her, and finally Yoko comes back on the scene. Quick backstory of where she flew off to, shall we? So yeah, Yoko has gone to an island to become a teacher, and honestly, this was just a filler episode, so we're going to just zoom past this real quick. And for some reason, Yoko thinks she's like Superman or something, putting on some glasses and thinking nobody can recognize her.
Oh, Miss Lady, I'm thankful for you putting in your application on Indeed for this teacher job, but I don't expect to pay what Gurren and the council to pay. They pay a lot more than what we can.
It seems you have it mixed up with somebody else.
Oh no, I think you are Yoko, the famous one with the red hair and big just the red hair, nothing else.
So as time goes on, she's teaching them bonding with the kids and explaining the lore of what happened years ago. And like, if a kid can recognize her, there's absolutely no way anybody else can't recognize her. But apparently this kid's backpack gets put on top of a tree, which was a memento from his deceased father. He ends up climbing up to get it. And Yoko jumps up there, and I know a Hunter scene when I see one. Are we ever gonna get the dark content animated? Then a little girl that likes him says that she was the one that put it up there, and she feels horrible. And then that's when Yoko gets the message from Rossio, and the little girl felt so bad that she was hiding in a lighthouse, and then some giant gunmen pop up on her, and they end up blowing up the school. Like, what did the school do to you, bro? You did not have the missile barrage of school. So Yoko takes off the glasses and suits up like Superman. Bro, what is this, man? She floats in on her motorcycle, hits them with a series of moves, saves the girl, and takes out the gunman. These dudes look like crispy bacon right now, and this man's neck is deformed. So that's the story of how Yoko returns back to the mainland, which leads us to here. And then once again dips out as Yoko frees Simone, and Simone frees Viral.
Are you sure you want to set me free? I could turn around and backstab you in a second.
I'll buy you mommy ASMR videos, and you have a chance to get revenge for lordgenome losing in his prime.
I'm in.
And when he comes out, the entire old team is waiting for him, and he gets his chain back. Also, Buddha the Goat is back. They have also upgraded Gurren Lagann. Like, look how clean it's looking. And Viral and Simone looks like they're about to be up to devious activities, and now commence Operation Save Earth.
Talking crazy, don't know that I got it.
Once they enter into space, the ship had actually got an ambush, and they were on the brink of defeat, even with Lord Genome speaking.
Spiral power is depleting fast. The people of the ship do not have the spiral energy that is needed to keep this thing going. We will be obliterated in a matter of minutes. This machine is influenced by human emotions.
But Yoko, Simo, and Vira pull up to the scene, hitting a "Who the hell do you think I am?" and creating a giant wave blast, instantly taking out the Mogons in the area in an instant. So then a huge purple blast come out from the moon, and Simo uses his shield to deflect it. Hold up, maybe Key was right. Maybe Simo could deflect the hollow purple from Gojo. So now they have to deal with the giant eye on the moon that's shooting laser beams at them. So finally the rest of the team has come into outer space and helped with the fight. And this turn of events starts energizing the ship once again because it was tied basically to the willpower of the people.
No, this can't was. I was an L-Mans this entire time?
So Vira and Simo go to take care of the purple canyon shooter as they hit a double boomerang spiral moveset, taking it out. Quick and simple and easy. Yeah, 10 more instantly pop up shooting at them. But Simo locks in, creating a gosh dang planet buster and throws it right back at them, exploding every single one of the canyons in one blow. Then Lord Genome is over here singing,
"Go to the moon, go to the moon."
Is that Kanye and Cardi? So then they instantly get attacked by a giant Mogon, and this thing just starts wiping out the entire fleet, then putting them in this giant electric field, shocking the entire ship. Hold up, let's just stop for a second and take a breather. We are dead serious having a whole galactic war in space right now. I just had to let that sink in. So with the ship getting shocked, it actually affected Lord Genome. Yo, he don't deserve that, man. And the exact same thing happened to Simo and Viro. So him and Viro charge up and end up actually dragging it towards the ship and colliding the two Mogons, and they end up combining them and transforming, turning into the Raging Wave arc of Gurren Lagann, which turned them into this giant mecha. Then another one of the jumbo Mogons come to attack, and they hit it with a full power punch, hitting it so hard that they broke through a dimension. Anime power scalers, I need you to get on this ASAP. But of course, when things are looking good, things are getting worse. The entire moon has turned to a smiling face and is heading straight for Earth. This entire time, the moon was a gigantic machine. So immediately, Simo and Vira are trying to push the entire moon back, and after Lord Genome wakes back up and the biocomputer turns back on, he immediately recognizes Viro.
Viral, my loyal beast man. Is that you, my twin?
Yes, my lord, it's me. It's been so long. Sorry they reduced you to just a head.
Don't worry about it. I'm actually enjoying my front row seats. It's like that time we went and saw a brand new day in 3D.
Then Lord Genome tells Simo that the center of the moon is a way that he can use his spiral power to take control of the entire moon. And with 1 minute left, he goes into the heart of the moon to try to do it. And right when he was going to do it, Nia shows up.
I must stop you right there. I can't let you go any further as the messenger of the anti-spiral. Let this happen, human. It is better for the universe if you guys cease to exist. If you want to stop the moon, then crush me. That is the only way.
Do not fall for the Kobe pump fake, Simone. If you destroy her, she will explode, and then you won't be able to take over the moon at all.
Nia, snap out of this. Come back to us. Come back to the cape floating in the wind. They're looking off in the distance. Do you really want to give up facing away from the cameras as the theme song plays behind you? Are you really ready to die before GTA 6? And with that, he slams the drill into the moon, destroying the whole thing, and it transfers into a giant gunship that belongs to Lord Genome and was called the Cathedral Terra.
Well, human, you have won this battle. Now the main anti-spiral will be coming for you. Your chance of survival is below 0.
Don't even worry about it, Nia. We will wrap all of this up and hop on Roblox later on in the day.
Is that a promise, Simo? We can play Roblox Doors.
And with that, the anti-spiral takes her back to their home world. And Rossio bum self, yes, I'm angry at him. Like, I get it. He was making some hard choices, but the way he was moving, the way he handled Simo, I just can't respect it. He realized how much of a bum he was being, and with that, Simo is once again a hero in everyone's eyes. So Rossio actually goes back to his old village and speaks with its father, and apparently he was going to punish himself to pay for his sins. I think you guys can see where this is going. So now with the tip from this girl, yes, I'm still not saying her name, we got Forever B, Simo is rushing to find him, and right as he's about to pull the trigger, this man Simo unlocks a whole other feat using his gunman to drill through time. He comes through a portal right in front of him, jumps out of the mech, and winds up a commoner right-hand punch, slugging him across the face. Simo gives him a little pep talk saying, you need to raise your head and keep riding on. All is not lost yet. We still got capes to float around. With that, he finally comes back to his senses and they make up. So after a whole bunch of high-tech scientific lore being explained, basically I think they're just tracking Nia through this proposal ring because she's in some like 5th dimension or something, basically at the end of the universe.
If we narrow down the coordinates, instant teleportation is very possible.
Also, nothing has changed with Leon. He's still out here harassing people. But one problem is that they know the anti-spiral can also teleport instantaneously, so somebody has to stay on Earth just in case to protect it. And Rossio steps up and the whole team goes to outer space while they stay on Earth to protect it. So for some reason, they pull out the real moon. Like, I thought this anime was crazy at first, but now I'm actually losing the plot. And they also bring out the OG flag before heading to space and then hitting one of the coldest scenes in anime. Look at the drip, look at the cadence, look at the team. They are all now called Super Galaxy Dai Gurren. Even Viral had new drip.
I'm not gonna lie, Simone. You snapped with this one.
I see you learn quick, Viral. We are out of space and your cape is still floating like the wind is hitting it. So the whole team is ready. Kitten, Liran, Dayaka, Zorthi, Kid, Iraq, the twins, and Macken, Yoko, and all of everyone else. And with that, they instantly teleport to the anti-spiral home base. And when they time jump, they come face to face with the real Nia, but they didn't jump to the correct place, and this entire time they've been analyzing her body trying to get information about humans. And as they try to turn and jump again, they can't because the fake Nia is interfering with their jumps. And with that, finally, the big bad one starts speaking.
Foolish, pitiful creatures. You mistake your ability to resist the ability to win. Your evolution, your courage, your endless ambition, all of it will be reduced to nothing.
And then after that, these giant huge faces come into dimension, and you see these? Those are literally planets that get demolished in a heartbeat.
This is the future that awaits you. Absolute despair. Every hope you cling to, every dream you dare to believe in will be torn away from you. You will struggle, you will fight, and with every desperate attempt to escape your fate, you will only sink deeper into misery. The universe itself will forget that you ever existed.
And after that, a full-out war breaks out between them, with millions upon millions of ships coming at them. And at first, they were whipping on these things like they were literally level 1 AI robots. They were just farming kill streaks. Simo tried hitting one of the giant face ships, but wasn't able to break through the barrier. So they formed a plan to merge with their own giant gunship and charge it up while the rest of the team goes out and handle the grunts. But even with Simo charging it up, it would take a full 10 minutes to reach max power. And as they are fighting, they have a rally signal for everybody to retreat and come back because something seems off. And off it was. These handguns, or whatever these things are, it's hands, feet, and faces, they all go into like a kill mode and they start raining down terror on them. This whole time, these things had nerfed themselves and weren't even trying. And with that, the first member of the team gets surrounded, and you guys can see where this is going. He is about to get cooked. He gets crushed, and the first person of the team dies. Then they get 13 large missiles launched at them as they send out counter missiles, but a couple still get through, and then the team starts shooting down the rest of them. But these two right here have run out of ammo and are surrounded by a whole bunch of these statues. A kid in Iraq end up dying. Derry ends up getting too close to one of the missiles they were shooting down and gets blasted back. And then they spawn a missile right next to them. But Macken sacrificed his life and went headfirst into the bomb, and his lady watched this happen. But it doesn't stop there. No, it just keeps getting worse. As Derry and Gimme are in trouble, the twins come in to help them out, and they end up sacrificing their own lives too as more members of the team get boomed. And finally, Simo has built up enough power and had rage coursing through his veins, but they end up falling into a sea in outer space. In a basic sense, they have walked right into a trap and started sinking to the bottom of it, and this is called the death spiral field. The more spiral energy that they have, the more it isn't converted into a mass, so they are literally drowning in spiral energy. But Simo doesn't care about any of this and starts to overcharge the ship, literally producing so much energy that it can't absorb it in time. But then the hands and feet start pushing them down. Remember how I said it was foreshadowing on that one ocean scene when they were getting sunk? Literally a full circle moment. So Ken and Yoko both decide that they would head out, and this is basically a death wish. They go out and instantly get overwhelmed, but Gimme and Derry come out to help too, making sure that they don't die. But if things weren't already tense and demoralizing, they see in another portal of other Laganns that had come all this way and fought the anti-spiral and lost.
Do not mistake. What you see before you is an illusion. Look closely. Those are the warriors that came before you. They fought us. They resisted us. They believed, just as you do now, that their willpower would somehow be enough to overcome the impossible. And yet, here they are, defeated, forgotten. Their Laganns traveled across the universe searching for a miracle, only to find me waiting at the end of their journey. You are not the first to challenge us. You are simply the latest to discover how futile that challenge truly is. So tell me, how long do you intend to pretend that your story will end differently?
Now, how are they going to deal with a death spiral machine? This is literally the place all the spiral warriors have come to fight and all met their end. But Simone starts giving a speech telling everybody not to give up and keep their heads up high, and they will beat this thing. Even Buddha using his spiral energy to keep them afloat. And literally the only way they can get out of this field is if they use a huge amount of spiral energy to blow up the core. But the ship can barely last 300 seconds in this dense energy. So the closer they go, the more they start to space drown. And all of this finally takes a toll of Simone. And Buddha comes in and saves the day using the spiral energy once again to keep the ship energized. So they get close enough to the core and shoot one of the spiral drills, but it gets destroyed from the density and doesn't reach. So they have to go back to the planning board and make an even bigger spiral drill. But they realize that somebody is going to have to get into a gunman and throw the drill in. And Kennen does it before Yoko tries to sacrifice her life, and he actually kisses Yoko. Now, I'm not gonna lie, at this very moment, I already knew that Kennen was cooked because Yoko got Spider-Man Lord. So Kennen grabs the drill, throws it into the core, and literally gets demolished to death. And on top of that, the core wasn't even destroyed. But in true Team Lagann fashion, Kennen wasn't dead. Yeah, okay, bro literally got deleted off the screen, but hey, it is what it is. And he rammed straight into it, sacrificing his life.
We gonna be all right.
No, y'all ain't.
And with the machine being destroyed, they literally absorbed all the energy from decades upon decades, and Simone puts on the old glasses that they charge up to unbelievable power. As his glasses change to even cooler versions of commoners, and they escape the death space ocean, coming out with a brand new power. They grab one of the statues and obliterate it in an instant, as the rest of the team instantly wipes out the fleet. But the statues start throwing literal planets at them, and Simone uses a Gurren boomerang, the super galaxy mega cutter, slicing it right in half and finally taking it down. And then space splits open and the anti-spiral finally reveals itself.
Congratulations, man of the spiral. This is the farthest anyone has ever gotten. You guys kill with no remorse, sacrifice everything just to gain a little power. But I will show you true terror. I will show you true misery. Behold, the power of the spiral.
And literally everyone but Viral gets trapped into an infinite Tsukiyomi and put into a dream world of their favorite desires.
Do you see, daughter of the Spiral King? No one can save you. No one can outpower the anti-spiral. I will crush every single one of you, decade after decade, as we conquer the end of the universe.
And of course, with the power of the spiral, Simone breaks out of this genjutsu, and then after that, she uses the ring that Simone had given her so they could track her down, and he teleports to her. And then this is the second coldest scene in Gurren Lagann. So they fully transform, getting ready to throw down with the anti-spiral. Even lordgenome regained his body back in the process to help with the fight.
Yeah, I know you see it. I don't have a gaping hole in my body anymore like Toji. Let us fight and finally put an end to the anti-spiral's ways. And win once and for all, Simone.
They charge at each other, hitting the clouds to counterpunch, immediately causing a super explosion. Keep in mind, the mechs that they are in are standing on top of an entire universe. They kick, but the anti-spiral parries as he shows this demonic looking mecha, hitting a front flip, kicking them in the dome, and then trying to come from the top ropes with the elbow power driver. Then he starts slamming them down over and over.
What's wrong, Spiralers? Is this too much of an ass whooping for y'all? Show me more!
Then he slugs them across the face, watches them ragdoll around, and then smacks them right into a universe. Oh my goodness. If I were doing a destruction counter or something, I don't even know how I would be able to calculate the casualties of this. Then he starts raining down canyon blasts as they jump from universe to universe.
I got this.
Yoko, I'm sorry, but what can you do right now versus a multi-dimensional entity? Don't get me wrong, you are goated and the sniper shots are better than a Prime Phase clan member, but leave it to the big dogs. Wait, hold up, is she creating a sniper? And then she sniped the head off the anti-spiral, revealing the anti-spiral homeworld. I'm sorry, Yoko, I didn't know about your game like this, but they are legit fighting with their world on top of their head. Then the anti-spiral legit starts throwing universes at them like Destructo disc, and look at the true nature of the anti-spirals. They continue to fight as they throw rocket punches, doing absolutely no damage as their defense gets cut through. They pull out a sword, clashing and swinging.
What did I say? This is no use. Even if we die, your little precious boo thing will also die.
And this shocked all of them. So now A, he has to kill the anti-spiral and lose his girl, or B, he has to lose and let humanity all die. So they get boomed into space, ping-ponging on the universes, and the anti-spiral places its feet right on their stomach and booms them, sending them crashing down, hitting the bottom of the universe, getting stomach punched over and over and over again as combo meters were flying all over the screen. Then they get hit with a huge punch as the anti-spiral starts ripping them limb from limb, and he rips them in half, sending revive markers to all of the team. Then the anti-spiral locks locks in on their homeland. You can see him from light years away, hovering over the earth. Then as the anti-spiral goes in for the final blow, Simo doesn't give up and parries with his own drill. And Nia is right there with them, ready to fight in her own mecha. When did Nia get up back? Nia rushes in first, getting off the first hit, but gets counterattacked by a barrage of blows. But just in time, Viral comes in, saving her the last second.
How dare you hit a woman like that? I'll show you the power of a beast man!
Viral kicks one of his swords, hitting it dead in the center of the road as Yoko comes in using her sniper, hitting a headshot. And then all of the other members come out to help to get off an attack. And as they are all ganging up on an anti-spiral, he pulls on an energy ball that is on par with the birth of the universe, hitting an infinity Big Bang storm, and Simo takes it. And then we hear,
"Leave this to me, Simo!"
as a new and upgraded Lord Genome steps onto the scene, instantly transforming into his mech, coming in taking the blast as he also turns into a giant drill.
Simone, win this for us once and for all! You are the true Spiral King!
As they take his powers and becomes an ascendant life form, the anti-spiral immediately matches their powers as they go into a drill class, using all of their energy that they have left. As they get closer, the anti-spiral just shreds the mech, but they continue to push forward until Simo punches the anti-spiral head on. They roll around, Simo sliding and hitting an uppercut. The anti-spiral recovers, hitting him back, as Simo hits another heavy punch, getting punched again, but blocking the next blow, punch to the gut, knee to the face, punch to the gut, anti-spiral moveset, grabs him and punches him down. Heavy punch to the chin, I know he's seeing the stars. Knee to the thigh, yeah, Simone is brawling out. Heavy kick to the face, return with another kick. Then Simo puts the finger up in the air, and I knew it was over after this. He brings out his drill and goes right through the anti-spiral.
Well, it looks like you have me looking like Toji too, huh? Well done, Spiral Man. You win.
And then a hypernova blast happens. Mind you guys, this is the most powerful blast that can happen in space. And finally, the anti-spiral is defeated. And with that, all the planets that have been under anti-spiral control all contact them at once. They mourn the dead and they pay respect to Kamina, and Simo and Nia end up getting married. All for her still to vanish and die at the end. But Simo grabs his cape and heads off into the sunset like the go he is. And that's all for me today. Remember, God loves you today, tomorrow, and forever. Peace!